Hurricane Melissa, the storm to remember of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season. I'm going to break down in this video how this already extremely powerful hurricane could have been more powerful, here exclusively on TBS Cyclone. It's TBS Cyclone, Monday, December 8th, 2025. So, Hurricane Melissa, that was, if you track that with me, that was a crazy one. It was a Category 5 hurricane, it was a Category 5 hurricane that rapidly intensified from the 25th to 27th of October from a tropical storm to a Category 5 storm. If you remember, if you watched my video October 25th at night, then you remember me kind of getting, kind of freaking out a little bit from the upgrade from Category 1 to Category 2 status, and then it continued that night quickly into a major hurricane, and then into a Category 4 hurricane, where its intensity kind of stalled out that day, and the pressure went up a little bit. I'm not really sure what happened there. I think the National Hurricane Center may have underestimated the pressure a little bit, but then the pressure went back down. The storm continued intensifying, and then it continued to intensify. By the night of October 27th, it had 175 mile-an-hour sustained winds, already extremely powerful, and then it avoided an eye wall placement cycle. Its eye tried to close up, but then it opened back up again, and then the storm continued intensifying, which allowed it to be 185 miles an hour by the time it came ashore on October 28th, that day. That was a Tuesday. And if you look at this, I mean, here, it's perfect. It's the eye is perfectly circular. I mean, you'd say that is at least a 185 mile an hour storm. And here I'm going to break down how it could have been stronger. So what happened was the hurricane hunters were flying into the storm that morning. It had at 10 o'clock that morning is when it was upgraded to 180 miles an hour. The pressure was brought down to 896, a rare sub-900 storm. Those are extremely rare, and for the past 2 years that's happened, which is crazy. I mean, 2005 saw two of those, Rita and Wilma. Wilma was actually the most intense in the Atlantic basin history with a pressure of 882, so 10 lower than even this. And then the hurricane hunters left at 10 o'clock when it was upgraded to 185 miles an hour. So there was this big 3-hour data gap from 10 o'clock to landfall where there was nothing. And that storm in Melissa could have continued intensification to 190. I mean, if we continue the pattern, 10 o'clock, 185. 11 o'clock, 190 maybe. 12 o'clock, 195. 1 o'clock, 200. I'm not saying it got all the way up there, but I'm saying if it continued in the pattern it had been doing from 175, 180, 185 when the hurricane hunters left, if that had continued, then we would have a 200 mile an hour storm. But I am thinking it was stronger than 185 miles an hour. And again, there is evidence to support that. The hurricane hunters leaving, and this is the advanced Dvorak technique. This is like computer analysis based on satellite images. So here we're looking at Hurricane Beryl from last year. I want to start out with that one. This is what they were estimating, like over here at the bottom. The black line is what it actually was. So they were actually on the underside of the estimating, but they were actually underestimating the intensity of that storm. And then going to Helene, the intensity stopped. I don't really know what happened there. I guess that's, I don't really know what happened there. They said it was a little stronger, but still very accurate. And then Hurricane Milton, which was another almost Melissa's level, not quite that high. They only slightly overestimated it. This is the best track. So it's very possible. I'm going to show you now Hurricane Melissa. We have to go to 2025 because Melissa was this year. See, the red is way up from where all the other storms are. The National Hurricane Center is actually doing their post-analysis on the storm right now. So it was likely a little bit stronger, maybe 190, 195, possibly even 200. But it would just be for record-keeping purposes. The storm already happened. So whenever that post-analysis report comes out in about, hopefully April, that's probably the earliest it'll come out, then I'll keep you updated on that. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. See ya.